Hello buddies, hope you're doing good and we are back with another Smart India Hackathon video. So the last video was about problem statements and we received tremendous response, and this video is going to be something very special. Initially we'll be talking a lot about the internal hackathon strategy, how you can clear, and one thing which I have to clarify from the previous video. Let's just jump into the video. In the previous video we talked about AI analysis of problem statements, and I received a very good response for this prompt which I gave. But we had one question regarding our problem statement analysis. So this analysis was totally with respect to the problem. So certain of you pinged me up asking, stating that so some problem statements are having 29 points, while some problem statements are having very low point. Does it mean that if I take a low point problem statement, will you get eliminated? It's definitely not that. Okay, this analysis is totally about the problem statement, analyzing the existing solutions or the new innovation you can offer. That's all. Every problem statement is important for that specific industry that is given. So this is a clarity which I want to provide. Use this for reference. Okay, don't have this as a base. Okay, let's jump into the current video. So guys, most of you will be preparing for the internal hackathon, and I believe that it's going to be an interesting contest for you. You'll be learning a lot of stuff, tackling off with your friends, fellow department students and all. It's going to be interesting. Okay, because I know that there are colleges like REC recently, which I went, around 800 teams are participating in the internal hackathon itself. That itself is going to be a big deal. It's going to be a separate hackathon for them. So what you can do to outstand in the internal hackathon, because say some colleges are having 100 teams, some college will have 50 teams. So overall, you can register 45 teams as the teams eligible for submitting the PPT and 5 teams as waitlisting teams. So this overall 50 teams can get shortlisted from the internal hackathon. Okay. So how you can stand out from among the teams? First thing, have a base prototype. Okay, because every team can have a base model ready, idea ready. They can make a base PPT. Okay, with all the AI tools available now, it's very easy. But what can help you stand out? Having a base prototype of your solution. So in the previous videos, we talked about problem analysis, how you're going to form a team. Refer the previous video for understanding that well, and get a base prototype done. Okay, and using Perplexity, you can get a lot of research for having the code level availability. ChatGPT is a very good tool, and I guess for all your advantage, ChatGPT Go plan has been launched. It's just $3.99 per month. Get the plan; it will be useful for you for the product building and a lot of analysis stuff in the technical approach. Okay, so second important thing is the confidence in your presentation. Okay, so when it comes to college students, most of you will lack the confidence in presenting. See, 6 of you may be a team, you'll have a confusion. Okay, should 6 of us talk? Should he talk? Should her talk? I will take a module and talk. But see that you are confident in your product. See, even if you are a leader and you are explaining about your solution, okay, this is the problem, this is the solution you're talking. If any question is pinpointed to any member of your team, they should be able to respond. That is the confidence level. That itself will give an upper edge, because it's all about the staffs who are going to evaluate, right? So they will have guest people coming in, but it is going to be dominated by staffs. So keep in mind to be bold while presenting, have a base prototype, and each and every one of the team is aware of what you're going to do. Okay, and one important thing, as we talked in the previous video, the webinar registrations are firing up more than what I expected, and I thanks for the love. And only 100 seats are left now, and I received certain comments that people are having internal hackathon by 9th and 10th, and our webinar was planned on 13th. Okay, for you, I guess we have this personal mentorship thing. You can check out there. We'll be talking personally about how you can validate your PPT, how you can prepare for the internal hackathon. Make sure to have a check on that. Apart from that, it's very difficult for us to reschedule the webinar. Very sorry for each one of you who requested for that, because most of the teams are having in the 3rd week and 4th week, and registrations have gone based on that. Okay, so very sorry once again. And now comes the important hard point of the video, the winning PPT. So as you guys know, once the internal hackathon is completed, the next stage is submitting a PPT draft, which will be evaluated by evaluators like us, and then you will be shortlisted to the finalists. Top 5 teams will get shortlisted. Okay, this is how it works. For this, just go to the Smart India Hackathon website, get the idea PPT downloaded. Okay, I'll just show the rough format first, and then I will talk about how you can get things done. So importantly, you'll be having 4 slides. Okay, the first slide is something that you're going to explain your solution. So what is your product offering, how you are solving the problem, what's unique. These 3 core points is important in this slide. Okay. The second thing is your technical approach. So what about the technical approach? What technologies you're using? What domain you're using? How your product is standing out? And flow chart is very crucial in this slide. Okay. I'm going to show why. And this is an overview. I'm giving an initial overview of what things should be there. Next thing is the feasibility and viability. See, as I said earlier, there are so many teams who take a complicated problem statement and they end up unable to finish it. Okay, so last year when I was official evaluator of Smart India Hackathon, I was evaluating a problem statement regarding an electrical battery and stuff. So there's this one guy who stated that he's going to build a battery that can help any car run up to 15,000 kilometers in one charge, which is practically impossible, right? It's not even feasible. So those are some things you have to have your key points that to show that it's feasible. And if you are aware of certain risks about your product, you should be denoting it here and with a backup plan of whatever risk it is. Okay. Finally, impact and benefits. Is your product actually sustainable? It shouldn't be like a only hackathon perspective or just winning 1 lakh or something. It shouldn't be like that. It should be some kind of a product that can go to the future apart from the hackathon. Okay. So, and finally, about the research and references. In our time, in the research and references, we had to put all the article papers and a lot of stuff. Now, not only article papers, you can get AI backed up research reports or stuff like that that can help you get things smooth. Okay. Now, let's break down each slide step by step. This was an overview of the PPT. Okay. So before that, I got a lot of people complaining that, oh, we have only 4 slides or 5 slides. How can we put a lot of data in these 5 slides? Let me show you one thing. This was our PPT template of Smart India Hackathon 2022. We just had 2 slides where you can put data. Imagine we have to compress your whole idea and without making it congested, you have to bring it in 2 slides. So you are gifted to have it in a 4 slide format. Okay. So what I've done now is, as you guys know, most of my idea, like what was my problem statement and all from the previous video, but still I'll give an overview. This exact PPT I have replicated in the current SIH format. Okay. And let us go step by step. Okay. Let me say what was our problem. So the problem statement listed by DRDO was about giving a solution alternative for OTP, especially in low network zones. Because in low network zones, there are delay in OTP sendings, there are chances of getting hacked, a lot of stuff. They needed a new technology. Okay. So this was technically our PPT. So the first slide should have what your idea is. Okay, see, I've put implementation of a time-based OTH. So our product name was OTH, one-time handshake. In hacking terms, it's something that will happen only once. Technically a OTP, one-time password kind of thing. Okay, so just you can see the structure of how we have drafted this PPT. Okay, so USSD triggered offline authentication mechanism, advanced QR based high speed multi factor authentication. See, remember, when you are expressing your product, you are the owner of the product, you are the boss of the product, and your presentation should represent that. It shouldn't be a random paragraph saying that my product does this, my product does that, my product can do this. You know how my product is. It shouldn't ever be like that. It should be elevating, and the power words should give the ignition to the evaluator. Oh man, what kind of PPT it is. Okay, now you can see I told OTP alternative OTS. Just see the keywords which I have used. USSD triggered, multi-factor authentication, auto authenticate, IMI based OTS. See the keywords I have highlighted here. Just like that, find 5 key points about your solution. Okay, what's the problem, what key solutions you are giving. Okay, next is your problem resolution. So by this solution you have given, how are you going to resolve, what issue you are resolving. So after multi-factor authentication delivers seamless security, excelling even the most challenging low network zones. So the problem was low network zone issues to be solved, and how we are solving it through this system. That's what this problem resolution category should have. Okay, and eliminate vulnerabilities is the common perspective. Then what's unique? See, there is one thing. One is innovation. One is invention. Invention is something doing from scratch. Innovation is giving something better from what's existing. Okay, that's what most problem statements this time are repetitive. To be honest, for the past 5 Smart India Hackathons, most problem statements are same, but are from different ministries, different organizations. So their perspective will be different. So make sure to analyze and see what unique propositions you are having. See, mine dynamic prompt stamp for every authentication. So we had a timeline where every 5 seconds the security authentication will be like recovering from the server and client, and there's a complicated process. I don't want to get too much technical or confuse you. So just that what's unique. See, authentication done in less than a second. I could have put high speed authentication. What's a common word, right? I just put authentication done in less than a second. So the power words is very, 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 very crucial. So custom encryption algorithm, we had 4 layers. I could have put 4-layer encryption algorithm. See the power word, quad level. And one thing, we didn't have any AI for doing stuff. We had to do it manually. Think with having AI, how much things you can get done. So this is what this slide will have. And let me tell you one thing. Each of this slide comes under the evaluation criteria. Okay, your problem resolution, your technical feasibility, your product impact, every single thing comes under evaluation. Okay, so this is one slide where people will get an idea. If evaluators feel that this thing itself is lacking, they won't even go to the next slides. Okay, the next slide is a technical approach, your technical feasibility, and is your product actually viable. Okay, for that, have a structure that would describe what your domain is rather than just putting. I have seen people in my previous papers just putting logos, Python, Java, C++. They'll be putting everything and they won't even put why they have used that. Okay, that's, you have to structure it. Why? It's always a what, why, how format. Okay, so what's that? We are using Next.js and Express.js for core technologies used for developing the OTH algorithm. So the base technology is basically the OTH algorithm. Next is the mobile application development. What we use Flutter. Why we used for building cross-platform. What, why, how. Keep that in mind. What, why, how. Keep it as a domain and what's the purpose of that language rather than just putting logos everywhere. The next important thing is the process flow architecture. This architecture is very crucial. Okay, I've seen teams, they would add some 100 icons here, paragraphs of lines or paragraphs of text here, that will complicate a lot of stuff. I don't know why you are complicating that much. Okay, keep it simple. Okay, every problem can have a simple architecture diagram that can make anyone understand. It doesn't mean if you're having it simple, it's complicated or nothing like that. You can either have a flowchart, you can have a process flow architecture, you can use draw.io. That was the site I used, or you can use Figma for getting designs done. Okay, but a process flow architecture is very, very important. Okay, and then you can add a product status thing like what's your product status and stuff and all. And this slide, why I've not given the exact data is last year when I gave this template of how you can do, people directly copied and put it. To be honest, when I was evaluating one problem statement, one guy had actually used the same template, same format of which thing I have done, just replaced 2-3 keywords. I was stunned seeing that. This was given for your reference and for your analysis. Okay, so keep it in mind. This is on my problem statement, how things can be shown. For example, in the ideation title, in problem resolution, you can even show an image, but it should be viable. Okay, so what you can do in the feasibility and viability, I'll just share what all you can do. Okay, analysis of the feasibility of your idea. So actually, is the idea feasible? Can you complete the product by the end? That's very crucial. Okay, it may be technically, it may be financially, it may be market, it may be operational, whatever. Okay, see, taking a product in the end you have to complete, right? If you are unable to complete it, you cannot win Smart India Hackathon. Okay, there are many teams that get into the finals and are unable to complete the product. Okay, that's the hugest problem, because they will go into the finals and they will realize that, oh damn, that's a huge project to do. And one more problem is, people will submit the problem statement and wait until the results come. Okay, see, the mission shouldn't be just winning, the mission should be learning. Either you're going to the finals or you're not going to the finals, make sure to build your product. I don't know what's the problem in that. Okay, so in the feasibility and viability, make sure every module breakdown you have done is actually viable. It may be like technically you can complete the product. If the product is done, can it come into the market? Can you sell it to people? It may be a business B2B product, it may be a B2C product, whatever. And can it actually operate? Okay, just as I said, a guy who put the thing where one battery can operate for 15,000 kilometers, it's wrong in all these 4 perspective: technically, financially, market, operational, whatever. Okay, just as that, what are your challenges and risks? Okay, to know that, use Perplexity or use ChatGPT Pro or ChatGPT Go, and that plan is better. Okay, use that to get an in-depth analysis of what are the challenges, what are the risks. Do your research as well. Human intelligence and artificial intelligence together is a deadly combination. Okay, because you have to mention the risks. Don't think that, if I say this is my risk, will I get eliminated? It's not at all like that. If you are aware of your risk and put a backup plan for the risk, this is the risk, this is how I'm going to solve it. That's all. That will be a big add-on. Okay, strategies for overcoming these challenges. That's what I said. If you know the risk, you have to know like how you're going to solve it. It may be certain algorithm you can implement, or maybe now I'm having a cost barrier. Say for my problem, say if I had a cost barrier, I would put the cost barrier in my risk. And in future, I will be raising funds by building this, by building that. That's how you can be the strategies. Okay. The final thing is the impact and benefit. So every problem statement will be having a target audience. Okay, say you are having a problem statement regarding an internship scheme. I saw something like that. Okay, in AI based internship scheme for government and all. Who will be the target audience? Every student who want to apply for an internship. So what your product will have an impact for the target audience. So it may be like having a high secure system, helping them crack jobs, helping them in training, lot more things. These are some things that will impact the target audience. Keep that in mind. Okay, like economical level, new opportunities. So technically, these are the terms which I said now. Okay, this is all for your reference. This all things are for your reference. Keep that in mind. And apart from impact, actually, what good you are doing. What if this solution gets implemented? How you are going to benefit the society, how you're going to benefit the future. Say for the internship thing, you can increase the internship percentage. So many people are not able to find a proper internship, you can get a proper internship for them. That's actually a positive impact and a benefit for the society. And students there with lakhs of engineers coming out every year, they're not having experience. When you get into a company, they'll be asking, do you have experience? You are a fresher, they will be expecting experience from you. Do you have 3 years experience? And for giving that experience, you need to have a job. Right. And many people lack in self-learning during college time. That's a big factor. Okay. This is all about the PPT, and finally add the research papers, your research work, and Elsevier and Science Direct are some of the two best article resources where you can get all the research work for your problem statement for your solution. Okay. So this is how the whole PPT thing goes, and the whole evaluation is dependent on these 4 slides. Make sure to give your best with all the research, with all the AI tools and stuff. And the PPT which I'm showing here now will be in the description. Make sure to use it for your reference. Reference. Okay, I'm saying again, use it for reference. Don't copy it. Okay, you can use different structure. Don't use the same structure and all. Okay, this is if I would have done this PPT, or if I was an evaluator, how I would have expected. That's all. Okay, that's my perspective. And yes, we are reaching the end of the video, and a humble reminder for you, make sure to register for the Champions Blueprint webinar. Around 100 plus registrations have been crossed, and we are having just a last 100 plus seat availability. Make sure to use it for your full benefit, and the code SIH30 with a 30% offer is still available. Make sure to have full advantage of it. Apart from this, if you want dedicated one-on-one mentorship, which was the highlight of Smart India Hackathon 2024, where we had around 142 individual mentorship sessions, and many students benefited from that. And if you feel that you need one-on-one mentorship apart from the webinar perspective and every single thing mentioned in this video, make sure to check out this landing page link which I'm giving down, which is basically from Topmate. Okay, so as you see, it's actually selling fast, more than I expected. Thanks for the support. You can check out the PPT Face Mentorship, where we'll be talking about PPTs, how you can make your PPT better, a detailed breakdown and idea analysis from my side. Apart from that, the ideation phase, which is basically up to the internal hackathon, your strategies and stuff. So both this combined, we have had a deal package where I'm giving it in offer. It's all up to you. Okay, it's not at all like if you take this session you will get the SIH victory, nothing like that. It's all about the mentorship thing which you may need or you may avail. And we have had around 6 to 7 PPT sessions and 5 ideation sessions as well. Make sure to have a look of it. It's going to be a huge advantage for you. And all the best for Smart India Hackathon. The next video hopefully will be dropping after the internal hackathon for your final winning strategy and every single thing we used. And from the evaluator lens, I have a high probability for going as SIH 2025 evaluator as well. So all the best. Until then, signing off, Kamal Das.